Hello everyone, how you doing? So today we're making spinach, and this is for the single dads out there that are on their own now and have to take care of their kids and don't know how to cook. So I guess moms too, but most women know how to cook. I don't know why, it just happens that way. So let's get going. We're making spaghetti for dinner. Now, you get this at Gordon Foods, chopped spinach. What I do is I put it in a baggie. I write the title on it. When your kids are little, you try to get in as much veggies as you can to them because they go, I don't like it. I don't like you. Maybe it's basil. Not a clue. Not a clue. So I'm going to probably put in just a little bit. Like that. Just enough to say we got it in there. Okay? Because you want to try to get in all the veggies you can. And believe it or not, homemade spaghetti sauce has a lot of that goodness in there. And I'm trying to do it as simple as I can for you. Like how you would get it in the store. That's what I'm trying to do. Sorry about that. I have to put the frozen stuff away. Okay, so there's our little sneak on the spinach. Fresh basil I cut. It smells wonderful. Can you see me? Oh, I can't see my head, huh? I'm good at chopping my own head off. There we go. Fresh basil, yum. Okay, so we're gonna set that aside. Put the basil over there. I'm gonna get my pan going. Over here I've got going water boiling, that's all. And I got my spices out that I need. Now you don't have to use all these spices. You don't have to do what I'm doing. I'm just showing you the easiest way to make homemade spaghetti for kids, for little ones that are picky eaters, okay? So you don't need a whole lot, especially if it's just dad and you know. We got a little bit of hamburger left over. I'll throw that in the pan. Get it all in there. I'm get my hands washed. And 101 lesson, wash your hands. And if there was meat in here, do not use that baggie again. You know, work all day, come home and have to take care of the kids, so, or if it's your weekend, whatever it may be. So, okay, we got some hamburger cooking going. I'm gonna, best tool you could get, and that is the mini Tupperware Pro Chef. These are just, these are pre-cut and peeled carrots from Trader Joe's. And all kids love carrots. But we're just going to put a little bit in here. First of all, carrot sweetens the pot. They're sweet. Well, you don't want a whole lot, but just a little bit, like that. I'll put that in a baggie and put it away later. So with this, you just put the blade in there, and then you take the top, find out where it connects, and make sure you're hooked on the little thing inside there. Sometimes it's easier than it's not. Only because I'm special. There we go. So it's connected. With this, you're going to make it really small. See? Okay, grab your little spatula. I'm going to tip you down now because now you don't need to see me. Now you need to see what I'm doing. Okay? Actually, I'm going to bring you over here so you can see everything. How's that? Okay, good enough. And I don't know if I want all that in there. It's not going to hurt nothing. Now let's get some of that onion in there. Now kids don't like onions. So what you're going to do, you're going to cut it up really small, or you're going to take your grater thing, the really small one, and grate it as small as where it's almost mush. And then throw it in. It's flavored. They don't see it. They don't know it's in there. Okay? I'm only going to put in about that much of that onion. Get that bad boy away. And, yeah. It's not, you know, they don't know. I mean, it was hot. Yeah, get yourself some sweet onions. If they're hot, soak them in sugar water. That'll stop that from being hot. Make sure you get all the grossness off the onion. The peel, that is. Okay. Stick this in there. Look it. Just pour a little bit at first to start. Tap it. That's good. Now you could really go to town and really mush it, or not. That's it for that. So we got a little bit of carrot in there, a little bit of onion. Now see, it's looking good, right? Stir that around a little. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of flavor in here, some garlic salt, because I don't have garlic, believe it or not. If you want to go by teaspoons or whatever that may be, measurement, probably about, I don't know, a teaspoon or so. You might add a little bit of garlic powder because where there's salt, there's powder. That'll help with that flavor, enhancing the flavor. A little bit of parsley. This is my dehydrated parsley. I suggest you get a dehydrator, no matter what kind, and start dehydrating your stuff. It's healthier. You know where it comes from. And, oh, the smell is wonderful. And it tastes so much better. So much healthier and better for you and your family. All right. I'm going to move up to the big boy here instead of the little baby spoon. Oh, where's my spoon? All right. So, it's already smelling really good. Can you see it? Really not so good, huh? Boys. There, now you can see what I'm doing. Hey, that's enough. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning salt. Again, you don't have to do this. I like the flavor. William, that is enough. William wants to be heard. Now, kids don't like black pepper. They see pepper, they go, ew! So you get yourself some white pepper. And then, now, it's a sweeter pepper. Pepper with that. See? They don't know. Pitch that down. All right. So, I go to Gordon Foods to get most of my spices, as everybody knows, pretty much. So when I was there, I come across this Italian seasoning. Oh my gosh, it's really good. A little goes a long way too. And it's got onions and all that goodies in it. And I'll have enough for another batch. All right. I am going to add a pinch of white salt. And then while I'm thinking about it, I'll take this lid off while the pan's supposed to be bubbling and it's not. You're going to salt your water like the sea. So like a couple good pinches will work because your pasta really doesn't have flavor. So technically what we're doing is seasoning our pasta. And I've gone through and I've done a lot of different stuff, you know, to do that with my homemade pastas. That's farther down the road. All right, let's chop up the spinach, huh? That doesn't need to be. Just want to kind of give it a rough chop. And working with the kids and letting them help you cook is actually fun for them, educational, and they see where their food comes from. You don't tell them this is basil. You can say it's spinach, but you explain, you know, why and what and all that fun stuff. All right. All right, that's it for the chopping. All right, let me get this out of the way. Well, for right now, because at the very end is when you put your basil in, okay? So, stir this around. How's it looking? Can you see it? See, not a lot of grease. We got very lean hamburger. Alright. So I got 2 cans of this. I got them when they were on sale for $1. And that's what I'm going to use. If it was just you and 1 kid, well, then you would just use 1 can. But I would put 2 in here for sure. Just so you had enough sauce. You know, I'm going to back you up. Again. Just a little. See everything? All right. The water is not boiling. The water takes longer to boil than anything else. All right. Give it a spatula. Okay, Dad, don't forget, if the kids are in school, they need their labels. So you take off their labels. And then you save it for when they're, so when they take it to this teacher, they got it. So save your labels. All right. Put this other one in there. You can rinse your can out, whatever you want. Stir that around a little. Ooh, it's looking good already. This is garlic and herb, so I was fortunate enough, at least I don't have garlic, but I do have that in the sauce. Prego is my favorite, besides homemade. Even when I do make my homemade, I add a little bit of the Prego sauce in with it, because I like the flavoring. All right, guess what? Your sauce is made. Ta-da! That was easy, wasn't it? Okay. So now we're going to put the heat down on a low simmer, because that was cooked on a high. I'm going to put that on a low, and then I'm going to find my lid and put that on there. Ta-da! That was it. Your spaghetti sauce is done. Probably about a few minutes before I go to serve it, I'll chop up some of this or tear it apart and throw it in there. It gives it that fresh basil taste. Yummy! Okay. Oops, I forgot to take the label off. See? It's easy to do. It helps the schools. I know that. So, way back when my kids were in school, they saved the labels, and I think they still do. So, all right. So my water's not at a boil. Oh, yep, it sure is. Okay, your water has to be at a rolling boil. Okay. Okay. Before I set you back down there, I gotta wake this up so my camera don't get dirty. All right. So I go to Gordon Foods and I get my pasta there. You can get it wherever you want. I get the thin spaghetti. Now, for this amount, that's 1 pound. This is 2. So that's what I'm going to put in there. Let's start with a pound. I break mine. You don't have to, but I do. And I just set it in the pan of boiling water. And I think I'm going to go that much more. That's plenty for Bob and I. Dad and I, whoever. All right. Done with that. And that's a Tupperware bread saver. And I just put the pasta in there, and it stores wonderful. All right. So, about the pasta. Gotta set our timer. Let's go. This is 8 minutes. I'm going to do 9 minutes. 9 minutes. My pasta will be done. Now, because I just stuck that in there, bring you over here. See? You're going to stir it around. Maybe once or twice during that 9 minutes. Don't be a peeker. You'll know it's done when it's tender. All right, I'll bring you back when the pasta's ready. Okay, we're back. You see William there? William, wait patiently. All right. So it's been 9 minutes. The pasta's not quite done. I did bump up the heat more on the sauce. I don't care if you have just a little bit of pasta. It still takes 8 to 9 minutes to cook. So just remember that. And remember, it takes longer for your water to boil than it does any of this. So, okay. So we're going to take it apart. There's no powder in there. But it's really al dente. Good, but al dente. So I'm going to set the timer. Real chewy. Just do another 4 minutes. Never put your lid on top because it'll boil over. Throwing that out there at you. Okay, so let's get a spoon and try this and make sure this is good. Always taste your food. Oh. Yep, it's pretty good. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now we're going to add the basil in. So what I did is I'm taking them off the stems. You don't want that big old stem in there. The leaves. Pinching that up. Now those little ones I'm just going to toss right in there. Try to get the big part of the stem off. Nobody likes to munch on a stem. What you do is you pile them up, roll it, take your knife, move your fingers, stay your fingers out of the way, and lightly cut them into strings, see? That's enhancing that flavor. And they say no metal against basil. Well, you got to cut it somehow, or you can just pull it apart. All right. Get some more of that in there. Basil's really good for the Italian meals, like your spaghetti or your lasagna. But you don't put fresh basil in the pot until the very end, because you're just wasting it. Alright, get this little batch cut up and we'll call it good. I've still got 2 minutes left. See how I rolled that up? And then I'm just carefully, like, doing it. And it smells wonderful in here. Now you could do some garlic bread, a piece of garlic bread for each of you, however you want. You know, you could do it on the stove top, or you can do it in the oven. I would have just fried it in a pan on the stove top, just brown it on each side, and it works great. And then, yeah, pretty much your spaghetti's done. I'll check that as soon as that timer goes off. I'm going to stir this pot really good. Let me get this out of your way so I can bring you to the pot. See everything? All right. See how easy that was? Oh, and that fresh basil. Yum, yum, yum. Now, some people don't like their spaghetti mixed. Some people do. I like mine pre-mixed, and I like it to set for, you know, about 10-15 minutes before we eat it so the sauce can absorb up into it. Or you can just drain the noodles. Do not rinse your noodles. And there's something else I'm going to show you here real quick, because we need to marry the pots together. So to do that, grab your ladle, right? We're going to take just a little bit of this pasta water. See? That's got good stuff in there to thicken your sauce. And you always want to keep at least a cup of it out. Okay, that should be done now. A cup of the pasta water out in case you need it for when you mix this together, you know, and it gets to where there's no sauce. You could throw that pasta water in there and loosen that right up for you. There we go. So you stirred that in really good. Switch that off in there. All right, now let's look at that pasta. That's good pasta. Just turn it apart for you. See how it's stretched? Oh, she's done. All right, so I'm going to shut off this heat on both. And then I'm going to dump that pasta into my sauce. If you don't have one of these pasta pans, they are worth every penny that it costs. Potatoes, anything in this thing. Okay. Whoops. And you will make a mess. Don't Do as I do as I say. Ugh. Yes, I'm anal. I gotta have that last noodle in there. Again, I'm gonna leave this over here until we're ready to eat in case I have to loosen that up. Guess what? My counters are clean, so this is going back in the pot. I know what's here. My home. No big griping. If your home's that dirty to where you can't pick up pasta off your counter and put it back in your pot, better get cleaning. How does that look? Yummy. That's it. Now that noodles will suck up some of this sauce. I know it looks soupy, but the noodles will suck up some of that sauce. That's why I say I like to let it set. I'm going to rinse my wooden spoon off in that hot, starchy water, noodle water. Stain my noodle. So that's it. That's how fast and easy it is to cook spaghetti. So invite me over for dinner, me and Dad, so we can see how you make your own homemade spaghetti. I think it looks wonderful. From my pantry to yours. Have a great day. God bless. Take care. William, you saying bye to everybody?